Okay, hi folks. So this is a playthrough or walkthrough, whatever you want to call it, of a mission that I made um, back in 2016. It's called Fierce Justice. Now, the original mission I made was designed for vanilla Arma without any add-ons. Um, so that mission I made back in May of 2016. But then later, sometime in September, I got a copy of the Apex add-on. So when Apex came out, I decided to port over my mission and make it into an Apex mission. So it was a bit difficult because I had to like transfer all of the waypoints, all of the triggers over to the new map. But eventually, it worked out pretty well because this mission is really supposed to be set in the Philippine Islands. That's why the main operatives, I chose the NAVSOG, which is the Philippine Navy Special Operations Group. So I'll just read the intro here that you can find in the text below the mission logo or the mission splash. So Fierce Justice NAVSOG, as a squad member of the Philippine Navy Special Operations Group, or the NAVSOG, you are tasked to find and eliminate a Syrian ISIS bomb-making expert on the island resort of Ravita. So one of the islands of Tanoa, I used it as a stand-in for one of the resort islands down there in the Sulu archipelago in the Philippines. So this guy, this Syrian bomb maker is called Namdar. So you have to actually try and search for him on that island. And he is there because he's trying to train the Abu Sayyaf how to make dirty bombs. And if you're not aware what they are, dirty bombs are actually, of course, they're not going to explode and splash shit and mud all over you. Dirty bombs, when we say dirty bombs, we actually mean the bombs that when they explode, they release toxins, either they're biological weapons or chemical weapons into the surrounding area and causing harm on on any human beings in the area where that bomb exploded. So this is a multiplayer co-op mission for 9 players. Time limit of 2 hours. You can actually play this solo, by the way, but it's going to be very, very tough. So it's much better to play it with friends, with other people. My brother Ivan and I tried this, and some of his friends, we tried it before when it was still a vanilla Arma version. But later, I don't know, I can't recall if I actually have tried this with other people yet. Okay, but it's a pretty good mission. I mean, I'm biased because I was the one who made it, but it's very challenging. But it can be fun if you know how to tackle it in the milsim way, because this is a milsim type mission. So you're supposed to follow protocol. Like, for instance, you're not supposed to shoot civilians on the island, and you have to, follow the chain of command and do everything in the military way. This is not a run and gun thing. This is not a spray and pray thing because you have limited ammunition. You have limited time. The mission is just 2 hours. If you run out of time during those 2 hours, you're going to fail the mission. And of course, everyone has a role. There are snipers, there are there's a medic, and there are ammo bearers. So everyone has a role, and they have to perform that role well to help complete the mission. So without further ado, let's load it up. So here we are in the role assignment screen, and you can actually play this mission solo, by the way, by just disabling AI and then just selecting any of the 9 roles or skill sets that you want to use to accomplish the mission. You can be a scout, you can be a marksman, you can be the paramedic, you can be a demo specialist, and so on. But if you want to really enjoy playing the mission, because if you play solo, it can be enjoyable, but it can also be very tough. So I advise that you actually enable AI and make yourself a team. In this particular case, I think I'm going to disable the auto rifleman because he carries a saw. All the rest of the operatives carry silenced weapons or suppressed weapons. So I want this particular walkthrough to be a stealthy one. So we're going to get rid of the auto rifleman, leaving me with 7 other operatives, and I'm the 8th, the team leader. Okay, so okay, I think we're ready. Once I press OK, the mission is going to begin. So there's a countdown timer. So this is a 2-hour mission, so that means we have 120 minutes before time runs out. So that clock will be counting down even if you are still trying to familiarize yourself with the mission. And some might complain that that's unfair, right? You're trying to, feel your way into the mission and you might stumble here and there and you're losing time. But then that's part of the reason why I wanted this, or I made this mission to be something replayable. So that if you felt that during your first few tries you were running out of time, that's probably because you were still trying to familiarize yourself with the mission. But then later, once you get the hang of it, you're going to be executing some of the tasks faster. So the time I allocated would be, I guess, would be enough for you to accomplish the mission. And I believe I even put in too much time there. I mean, that's more than enough time for you to accomplish if you really, you're really a skilled player, you know how to plan and carry out your mission very well. So again, let's proceed. So eliminate high value targets. Seek out Syrian bomb maker Namdar. He's hiding in an abandoned resort island. Okay. So we're waiting for the mission to load up. That's the logo of the NAVSOG, the Navy Special Operations Group of the Philippine Navy, superimposed over our flag, the Philippine flag. Okay. Just waiting for the map to load up. This mission occurs in the northern part of Tanoa, on the north side of the island. Okay. The mission starts at dusk, actually just after sunset. So we're in the tropics, so the sun, when it sets, the sky darkens really quickly. And since we're supposed to be in the Philippines, of course, there's the Philippine flag in this staging area. Okay, so we have a limited number of vessels. Take care of them. You might need to come back to base camp later in case you lose the boats. You have boats that you can use to reach the target island. But then, if you lose them, or if you somehow manage to destroy them inadvertently, or maybe the enemy destroys them, then you lose them. But then, there are some boats in this side of the AO that you can probably scavenge or use, and they're tucked away in some of the piers in the area. So let's examine some of the operatives. I'm going to gather them over here. Maybe first I'm going to arrange our formation into diamond, because that's the most compact troop formation. Let's get down to the beach, or here. Come here, guys. So there's 7 of them, and I'm the 8th. Once they are all together, I'm going to tell them to stop. Okay, here they all are. Okay, I'm going to command them to stop now.
Halt. Roger.
Okay, let's turn on our flashlight. So here's our paramedic. He's carrying an M4. suppressed M4. Here's one of our marksmen. He's carrying an SPR with what I believe is a night vision sight, an NVG sight. He's not carrying goggles. Unlike the rest, we all have goggles. So that's his means of night vision, his night vision scope. This is the uniform of the Philippine NAVSOG. They are patterned after the tiger stripe that was used by the Green Berets in Vietnam. So that's NAVSOG. I think the only mistake made by the modders is the fact that the NAVSOG operatives actually have boots that are colored coyote brown. So that's supposed to be coyote brown, not black. Okay, but in spite of that, still a very good uniform. Here is a scout. So the scout is carrying an M4, and as you notice, he's actually carrying very little. He doesn't have a backpack on because he needs the mobility and the to carry a lighter load so that he can actually go point and then be at point and scan ahead for the squad so that we can be warned of any potential dangers up ahead. So I have 2 scouts, that's another scout, 1 paramedic and 2 marksmen. We have the demo specialist. He's carrying demolition charges in his small backpack there. And here is our ammo bearer. So he has tons of ammo with him. So he's the guy we go to if we run out of bullets. So there we have it. Over here at the staging area, there's actually a crate with other weapons loaded in it. And just to check on that, oh wait, there. Okay, so there are several M4s. Unfortunately, there are no longer any sniper rifles. I don't think there are any other sniper rifles left. And there are some M4s here. And there is actually one with a grenade launcher, an M203. However, as I've said, I wanted this to be a silent mission, so we're not going to be carrying a grenade launcher. A stealthy mission, by the way. So what I wanted to get was a thermal scope. So I'm going to get this thermal weapon sight and place it in my backpack. And maybe another kind of scope. Because right now I'm using just a red dot sight. So I want a scope that, where's that scope? I believe there's a scope here that's kind of for scope. One of the Leupold scopes. Oh, there's one. But not those. I'm trying to find one that I really like. That's the Schmidt and Bender scope. This is 4x20. I'm just gonna place it here in my uniform pocket. So maybe I can use it as an alternate scope. I can't really snipe with an M4, but yeah, it's a good observation scope maybe. There are 2 Humvees in the staging area, although you are not actually going to be using them on the target island. Perhaps if you want to scout the other island from across the strait or the channel, you can use this Humvee for a quick recon of the area, but we're not going to be using that today. I'm turning off my flashlight. So here are the boats on this beach. So there's several black rubber dinghies, but these can only hold, I think, about 5 operatives, and there are, how many? There are 8 of us. So I'm not going to use them, but I want to approach one of them because they actually contain stuff that could be useful depending on your strategy on how to approach the island. So for instance, there are wetsuits. So you can actually grab some of these wetsuits and then assign some of your operatives to sneak up on the island using wetsuits, or approach it in some other area if you already know what's in that area, because it's kind of scary if you're going to emerge from the water and all of a sudden you're surrounded by the OPFOR or the enemy. So this would be an alternate strategy for replayability. If you want to assault the island and you know where the enemy is lurking, then this is a good alternative. So I placed some these boats. So again, just like the warning message earlier, if you lose these boats, then bye-bye. If you have to respawn on this island, then you're gonna have to swim all the way. But there's an alternative. You can actually hunt for boats along the shore. There might be some abandoned boats that are not damaged that you can use. So here is one of the faster RHIB boats. I'm going to be the driver, and I'm going to ask the guys to actually get in.
Get in that vehicle.
Turning on the night vision. Come on, guys. Let's go, let's go. Go, go, go.
Waiting. Standing by.
So they're now boarding this RHIB. Just one guy left. Come on, Lewis. Mount up.
Ready.
Okay, let's turn on the engine. And off we go. Now, if you may notice, these guys are actually, okay. I'm gonna slow down and I'm going to adjust the volume a bit so that the noise won't be drowning out my commentary. So we're going to yeah, let's put it there. So right now the operatives are they're calm, they're alert, they're relaxed. So but because they're not in combat mode, so if I order everyone to be in combat mode,
Danger.
look at that. Everyone turned on their lasers from their ANPEX. They're scanning the horizon now for potential targets, and they're very alert. That's pretty cool when viewed. Of course, these lasers are actually infrared lasers, because when I turn off the night vision, you won't see the lasers. So you can only see them if you have night vision equipment, of course. Okay, let's go and head off to the island. And there's the island emerging from the gloom. And we have to be careful in approaching it, because there might be some boats patrolling. Oh, there's one. They haven't spotted it yet. Even my own forces haven't spotted that boat. That's a potential bandit boat. They haven't seen us yet because it's quite dark, but we can see them quite clearly with our night vision equipment. I'm gonna check the map here. Okay, we haven't spotted it in the map yet. Oops, there's another boat here. Okay, come on, guys.
Whoa, 400 meters, northeast.
Okay, let's command everyone to engage at will.
Engage at will.
I think I got them. Yeah, only the driver is... Oh no, they're still alive. There. Light him up, guys. Come on. What's wrong with you guys? There. Both the driver, target down. But we have to be careful here because although we're using suppressors, there still might be some scouts on the shores of the island that might have heard that exchange. Although the passengers, the enemy on the boat themselves, I don't think they heard us. So now we're going to disembark. The engine off. And now I'm going to order everyone to disembark.
Dismount. Solid copy.
I'm ejecting. I'm going to order everyone to go stealth.
Ready. Stealth.
Okay, and I'm going to command everyone to okay.
Standing by.
Okay, that is okay.
Ready. Waiting.
Okay, we all made it intact on the target island. And here is where the HVT is supposedly located. So I'm going to assign us the target. So he's over there at 554 meters. This is the general direction to go. But of course you have to plan out your approach, because if you try a brute force approach, just march on towards that direction, you know, there might be enemy lurking here and there, and they're going to get you. So you have to plan out very carefully how you want to approach this area. Okay? So let's move. I'm gonna try and use another kind of scope. So let's try the thermal scope. Okay. Okay. So far, I don't see anything. Whoop. I hear sound. It's another boat, but we're gonna ignore it. Now, everyone hold fire.
Front. Hold fire. Contact. Soldier. 75 meters. Just up ahead. Contact. Boat. 200 meters to the right of us. Target in sight. Target acquired. Target in sight.
What they said there is...
Target acquired. Eyes on target.
There seems to be an enemy over here. A rifleman. I can't see him yet. I don't know how the heck my troops detected him.
Boat. 300 meters bearing 255. Target in sight.
So I'm going to command my troops to be over here.
Copy that. Ready to fire.
Okay. Open fire.
Fire at will.
Oh, they're firing at the boat. Oh, whatever. This is a problem with AI because they can't really... Okay, I'm gonna ask everyone to target this guy.
Target. Soldier. Right up ahead. Contact. Man. 75 meters. Right. Engaging target. Copy. I'm on him. Copy. I'm on him. I've got a visual. Boat. 300 meters. Southwest. Contact. Soldier. 75 meters. Right flank.
Did I get him?
Target is neutralized.
Okay, target neutralized. Very good.
Boat. 400 meters. Bearing 195. Scratch one.
Okay. Good job, guys. So let's keep on moving. This where?
Half a click. Bearing 1.
Where are they getting? We're drawing fire from somewhere. Uh-oh. Stop shooting at the boat. Hold fire.
Fucking ceasefire.
Fucking ceasefire. Okay. Okay, this is the direction I want to go, so I have to be very, very careful here. We don't know what's beyond these rocks. Maybe I'm gonna ask one of the scouts. Can't even. The scouts are. Everyone, go here.
Right.
Copy.
Come on, fellas. Scout ahead of me. Taking them really slow. Okay, I'm gonna remove that stealth option. Just be aware.
Stay sharp.
Okay. I'm gonna change their firing mode to engage at will.
Waiting. Target in sight. Soldier, 75 meters, right. Ready to fire.
Open fire.
Up.
Target in sight. Target neutralized.
Wow. Shot, huh? Very good. Uh-oh.
Contact, rifleman. He's down.
Ha 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 ha. Very good. Good work, guys. Let's try to find... Where did he find that guy? He's supposed to be right here. Oh, there they are. Two guys. Looks like Abu Sayyaf. Okay. Okay, let's regroup.
Fall back.
Copy that.
The boats are not going to see us in this thick vegetation. Okay. Change it again to
Get
combat.
ready.
Contact.
What is that? Uh-oh.
Fire at that soldier.
Target's down.
Okay, good job, guys. As you can see, I haven't actually killed anyone yet, but the AI group, whoop, we got an intel update. There's an imam on the island by the name of Vadim Havel. Word has it that some Abu Sayyaf were influenced heavily by this imam. If you manage to find him, well, I couldn't read the text anymore, but if you manage to find that imam, he's going to try, and you're going to be convincing him that this mission is not to harm anyone on this island, but just to get this evil guy named Namdar. So he's gonna try and convince the other soldiers, the younger soldiers, to actually leave the island, to drop their arms and just flee the island and save their lives. So we're not gonna be killing them, right? But the problem now is you don't know where he is. So this is more of a random thing that I inserted. He's somewhere on the island, and if you try this mission several times, then you might actually stumble upon him. And he's gonna help you a lot, because I think over half or more than half of the forces, the enemy forces, will actually leave this island. So it's gonna be an easier job for you and your team. The question is, where is the guy, right? Question is, where am I? And what am I doing in this? Ooh, this is where the generator is. Yes, there's a generator on the island that's producing all that smoke, and the generator is supplying electricity to the resort. So, oh, my guys are attacking.
Contact. Officer.
Uh-oh,
Rifleman.
we have a guy
Got a
that's...
man down.
We got a man down.
Changing bags.
Grid 104. 134. Ready. Report position. Contact, rifleman.
2, 3. Get in that vehicle.
Solid copy.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Move left. We got a man down.
Cannot comply. He's hit. No, sir.
Grid 1, 0, 4, 1, 3, 4.
I've got him.
4, form on me.
Ready.
Grid 1, 0, 4, 1, 3, 4. 7, form on me. 5, form on me. 8, return to formation. Look, sir, 300 meters, northeast. Cannot comply. Can't make it there.
Man.
Well, I died.
Northeast.
But then this video,
Man down.
No, sir. Ready for orders.
I'm not actually going to spend the entire 2 hours of the video trying to mission. It's just a teaser so that you have an idea of what's going on and what the mission requirements are.
1, 0, 4, 1, 3, 4.
So as you can see, you have the option to respawn,
Ready for orders.
but this doesn't actually work very well with AI. As you can see, they revert back to being standard CRTG units of Arma 3, of the Tanoa Arma 3, I mean Apex. So yeah, I basically got massacred. It's not an ambush, it's actually an area there that you have to be very careful because there are several armed guards guarding the generator. But I hope this was a good intro to my mission called Fierce Justice, NAVSOG, and I hope you find it and subscribe to it and play it and maybe give your thoughts on how can I improve it, or you give your reaction if you actually enjoyed playing this simple mission. It's simple, but it can be difficult if you know, you're just playing it casually. You really have to concentrate in order to finish this mission. So that's it for now, and goodbye.